Hi everyone, I'm Carly Lehman, and this is my audience. I have my sister, my friend JJ, my dad, my great-grandmother, and my mom. And today I would like to talk to you all about the Animal Welfare Act. The Animal Welfare Act is a law in which animals are protected in research and testing. It was passed in 1966 and is currently the only law that regulates treatment of animals in testing and research. The law protects only about 90 to 95% of animals, and for the unfortunate other 10%, there are only minimal care standards for their overall care. This law is only enforced through recommended policy and not requirements, and this needs to change. I would personally change many things about this law, starting with the fact that it only protects 90 to 95% of animals. Dogs, rats, guinea pigs, and many other animals are able to be tested on. However, there are alternatives to animal testing, so why not use those when there are other ways of gathering data? Why wouldn't we protect all animals if it's possible? While I'm aware that the alternatives aren't preferred or as ideal, we need to find ways of lifting our focus off of the animals, even in the slightest manner. Next, I would change the fact that this law does not provide requirements, but mere recommendations. They should be requirements, because if they aren't, then the animals don't have to be cared for well or treated in a proper manner. For example, there is a reported case of a monkey dying from improper ventilation in a stainless steel box with solid flooring, roof, side, and rear. Next, I would change the minimal overall care standards. They should have higher standards for the animals' overall care for the example I just gave. One thing that could be easily changed, in my opinion, is the number of inspectors under the USDA. There are only 115 people inspecting the 7,750 licensed labs. This means that adequate inspections and regulations are impossible, which is terrible. These animals are neglected even though there is a law, and people just overlook and shrug their shoulders in complete indifference. 25 million animals are used annually, but including mice and rats, it's over 100 million animals, and many of them suffer and then die. Mice and rats make up a large portion of the animals tested on, which isn't right. Just because they aren't as fortunate looking as cats and dogs doesn't mean they aren't the same in the way that they feel, or feel pain for that matter. It would also make more jobs in the US, so I think that would be a plus. The job of the inspectors is to minimize the discomfort of the animals, but they don't even actually inspect some of the labs. And when they do, they can deny the animals their painkillers to ease their pain if they deem it part of the scientific process. I doubt that in the future all of these things will change or be modified, but I believe if there are enough people that show that all animals matter, they will be willing to make some changes to make the law more humane. And then here's my audience again. Thank you all for watching.